Hello and welcome to Fearless Motivation by Mental Stamina video 31. So I'm going to start this video, guys, by just telling you how much I enjoy Sundays. I think it is quite possibly my favorite day of the week. Just because, well, first of all, it is the Lord's Day, and I am a loose follower of Jesus, or Jeebus as I like to call. Like, I've got a lot of different things about that. Like when Homer off The Simpsons is licking frogs in Panama, he goes, "I'm not licking frogs," and he's just like, "Oh, sweet Jeebus, save me." So that's where I got that from. But anyways, guys. Also, I like Sundays just for the chill action factor. I figured I'd just get back to home because originally, or it just stopped raining and now it's going back sunny. We're getting some pretty crazy weather in May. We had I think a snowstorm yesterday, so I was a little bit messed up. But anyways, guys, it's also because on Sundays I get to reflect and I also get to journal using this Dean Graziosi Better Life Journal that I picked up online because it's all about you and figuring out what you really want out of life and what your purpose is and just always going forward with it. So I've discovered like a purpose and like a business I do want to start, but it's all about social networking and getting your thing out there once you understand a path on how you're going to get there. So my path is fitness, health promotion, nutrition, and daily exercise. And it's because of this, like, I follow a somewhat rigorous routine, but like it's all something that helps me have proper mental acuity and also have like a somewhat physical body that I'm proud of. Like me and my dad, even today, just talking to him, he's going on 70. The doctor recommended him for him to walk 10 minutes to like do it, but he decides to walk an hour and a half, and now he's sore today. But it's just like that whole Superman complex I've got. It's not arrogance, it's just like wanting to prove that we're self-confident and always building on previous days' success, and that's why this whole Kaizen philosophy like relates to that. And it's also because of this that I also practice a certain amount of gratitude. Because earlier today I was just outside reading my novel Atlas Shrugged, which is actually a pretty dope book, just all about different things. And like they're talking today about the connotation of love and another connotation when one of the main character goes on trial. He said, "I didn't commit any crime." And he said, like, "I'm making money freely and willingly on my own." He goes, "Why do I have to share that with other people?" And it's like such a true philosophy. You don't have to share anything with anybody else. But then it can be considered as greedy. But it's all about the breakdown of that. But anyways, guys, I'm getting off the point of this point of the video. But I'm just trying to establish a purpose and like what this truly means to me. So in this video, I just want to say that I'm going to continue with my initiation into the Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity. So with that, it allows me to reflect on my rush with them. So I'll just refer to my notes. So the first experience I remember when I got to rush the fraternity was meeting with some of the fratters and going through an induction ceremony of sorts. It was pretty like interesting. I saw them like wearing robes and stuff, so that was quite interesting. But like I won't get too detailed into it because I don't want to reveal any like fraternity secrets. But I do remember one of the they also asked me why I wanted to join the fraternity. So I believe I said something along the lines of for mental, moral, and social development, which is the proper line. But also, like, let's be honest, who doesn't want to join a fraternity? It's also for the partying, the women, and the late, also all the different adventures you can have. Because if you're not living to your fullest, you really aren't trying hard enough. So I remember one of the fratters at the time, he also gave me a bit of a nickname. He called me Squiggy off Laverne and Shirley. And he also taught me a really important lesson just for going out. And it was called T-shirt time. I think he learned this off like Jersey Shore or something. But he passed it on to me. And this is when you put your crispest, most wonderful shirt for your before you go out to the bar and for your night adventures. So that was always interesting. So getting back to some of the formal education that was passed down to me and on TKE. So I wanted to like establish with you guys the fratres are called that. That is the Greek equivalent of brother, and sororities are for sisters. So basically, a frater is your brother when we refer to that. So if that was not clear, now it is. So the fraternity system itself is based on the Greek alphabet, which I'll quickly run through for you guys. So it's alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, tau, epsilon, zeta, phi, chi, xi, omega. I believe I got them all, but if I didn't, I might have forgotten upsilon somewhere in there, but that was just like a loose run through. So the fraternity itself was founded in 1899 by three gentlemen by the names of, where is it? Oh yeah. So we're going to go with James C. McNutt, Clarence A. Mayer, Owen I. Truitt, C. Roy Atkinson, and Joseph L. Settles. So I did actually look up the men who started the fraternity. The fraternity was started in 1899 at the university, at the Illinois Wesleyan University, which was followed by Milken University on April 17th, 1909, and University of Illinois on February 3rd, 1912. So, like, it's very fascinating how TKE was started, and it's also involves the characters of love, charity, and esteem, but it also involves 6 separate characteristics of what it means to be a teak, and I believe the ones are brotherhood, character, charity, scholarship, leadership, service, and brotherhood, service. Yeah, I believe I got them all there. But I'm an alumni. I'm getting old with this stuff. But, I'm just trying to reflect the lessons to you guys and why I love the fraternity so much. Because even when we speak, we say, I love the fraternity for all these reasons. And it's also just because it allowed me to have a proper amount of mental acuity. So with that being said, I also did go on some pretty righteous trips. So the first one I went on to was in Ottawa to the Tau Omega chapter. And basically, they were, I believe, one of the parent chapters. So our chapter in Peterborough is called Upsilon Kappa. So like I said, it's all based on the Greek fraternity system. But in Tau Omega, I got to meet the teaks up there. And they rushed at Carleton University, I believe. So that was pretty interesting. We got to watch some of the fratres, I believe, be initiated. No, actually, I wasn't a teak until then. So, and actually, when you're not a teak fully, you can't even fully wear the letters. So they don't even give you the letters TKE on your sweater because you really haven't earned those yet. So that was very interesting. And I did a little bit too much drinking up there. And I complained a little bit too much. So that weighed on their decision. The second trip I also went on to was with a fellow frater, and we went to St. Catharines, and I remember it to this day. One of the things when we were out at the bar, he taught me a little hand signal, and went something like this. And then... So he taught me that. Basically, it's a 4-beat with each part of your hands. It's a little dance movement he taught me. And he also taught me after Monday and Tuesday, even the calendar agrees, WTF. So it's really quite funny stuff. And another thing I learned at the fraternity, it's not mine, but it belongs to you. It's also just proper ways that you socialize with people can provide you with a bit more professionalism. So yeah, and so that'll just about wrap up this video 31. So, and also because of a few of the mistakes I made in St. Catharines, I was not accepted to my first rush of TKE. So I am, like I said to you guys before, I'm writing in a Dean Graziosi Better Life journal, and I do have a quote that like sums up this ironically, and it just says, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to success is always to try just one more time." Thomas A. Edison. And like you guys know, I'm a fraternity. Well, I'll let you guys know I'm a fraternity for life member, and also a fraternity TK life loyalty, excuse me, and TKE fraternity for life member. So I do have all the knowledge of that, and I've been a bonded teak for about 8 years now, guys. So in video 32 to be released on Wednesday, I will let you know how I exactly got in and my life going forward from there. And I also talk a bit about the Big Brother systems and basically how the system of TKE is developed in the different chapters and a few of the connections that I've made. So until then, guys, Kaizen, baby, you're all beast.